friends, I'm back again with another video and this time in English. Today we'll learn a few advanced and powerful formulas. We'll see how if condition works and by using the if, how it boosts our skills and knowledge. We'll learn the advanced version of count and sum with ifs. We'll also learn VLOOKUP formula which is used often in many places. We'll learn index with match function and see why it's called the father of VLOOKUP. So let's start. Here we have a data which is showing me the agent name, an amount collected by these agents, and the type of sales actually being produced with the status of the sales, whether it's approved or rejected. So before we will begin some if sums or Countif or some Countifs, we'll see what we have learned about sum in the previous video. So let's start. I'll start with 1, 2, and 3, and then as I mentioned, Excel or formula starts with equal to, so equal to sum, open the bracket, upper arrow and shift plus upper arrow, close the bracket and enter. See, this is how we do sum. This is the total of this value. Alright, so Sumif, what it does, in case if within this data the agent name, you will see that the amount collected by these agents, okay, there are repeated transactions. If I want to see whether individually how much Raju or Mohan or these all actually individually contributed, so I can get the desired result with the help of Sumif formula. So let's start. Sumif, open the bracket. So you'll see that in this formula is showing you range, criteria, and sum range. So where the range is, if it is asking for the range is the agent name. Select this column, comma. Now if you have selected the same, actually the name which is the agent name, this range, you'll have to select the criteria as well, and it should be the same. So if it is name here, it should be the name here as well. So name, so you got the criteria now as well. Now comma, and then it's asking for the sum range. So the sum range is here, the amount collected in the C column, close the bracket, enter. You'll see value of a formula. Here is showing you the value and here is showing you the formula. So it is doing actually within this column, it is matching this name, and in front of this name it is showing you the total amount collected. So this is the good formula, actually the easiest way to get the result. Control C and Control V. So this formula now has applied for Mohan, Sohan, Kishan and Isaac as well for all. This is how Sumif work. Okay, so we're done with it. Let's remove that and now come on the Sumifs part. We just learned Sumif. Now what is with the S? Okay, let's make this data more interesting by adding few dates. I'm just adding few dates here. And do the same thing here as well, where you want to get the result. Copy and see. Okay, now we get the date here from the 1st till 4th. Okay, there isn't any date mentioned for the 5th. Now we'll start Sumifs. Equal to Sumifs, tab, or open the bracket. Now it's showing something else. It's showing you, or it's asking you for the sum range first. Okay, so where the sum range is, this time it's in the D column because we have added dates here. Okay, select this column, comma, sum range. After that is asking you for the criteria range 1, so it will be our agent name, or you can select the date as well. So I'm selecting agent name here, comma. If you have selected the criteria range with the name here in this field or in this data, you'll have to do the same here as well, criteria 1. Okay, it's asking you for the criteria range 2. Obviously, it's a date, comma. Criteria 2 will be the same thing here in this data as well, dates. Now close the bracket, press enter. Okay, you get the date. Now what this actually is doing, actually this is calculating again the sum, but now this time it's calculating with the dates. So how much amount Raju has collected on the 1st of Feb is showing you here. Copy this and paste here. Now there isn't anything for the 5th because there is no date mentioned for the 5th of Feb. If I'll do it first for all or second for all, the result is getting changed actually. See, Control Z, Z, Z. Okay, so this is how Sumif work. You can get the result, okay, with the help of Sumifs with different criterias actually. So this is useful when you have actually various kind of criterias or different criterias. You can apply this condition and you'll get the desired result. Okay, so we're done with Sumifs now. Let's delete this and come on the count tab. As you can see from the name count, so it is useful for counting anything. So let's start with Countif first. Countif. Now what it will be doing, it will be asking for the range. So what I'll get as a result in this formula is actually, for example, if we want to see the sale type, how much is the B2B or B2C, or how much is the approved if you want to see the status of the sale. Okay, so I'm selecting this range, actually the entire column, comma, apostrophe and approved. Close this and close the bracket. Okay, 192s are approved, and if I'll copy and paste here, and instead of approved, if I'll write rejected, make sure for the spelling errors because it won't allow any spelling error. Rejected. Okay, 63s are rejected and 192s are approved. If I'll change the data, see, now if I've copied and paste rejected till the end of this data, till 256, it is showing me this result. Let's Control Z. Okay, so we're done with the Countif. Now what the Countif actually useful for? Again, we have added the date here, and I'll get the desired result with the date and the agent name. I'll see how much Raju, Mohan or Isaac individually contributed in sales, whether it's approved or rejected, within what date. Let's start. Countifs, open the bracket. Criteria range 1 will be the agent name, comma, criteria 1 will be the same thing here in this data, comma, criteria range 2 will be the date, comma, criteria 2 will be the date here as well, comma, criteria range 3 will be the type of the sale, okay, comma. Now I'll ask this formula within this column to find B2B sales. So apostrophe B2B. Okay, by putting this value within the apostrophe, it will be counting the B2B, the same thing we're done with the Countif. Now comma again is asking you for the criteria range 4. Select this, the status of the sale, comma, and within this I'll be asking the formula by mentioning a value within the apostrophe, counting this, approved. Close this. Now what it's doing, it's calculating first the total B2B sales by the agents within the certain date, how much is the B2B, and whether that B2B is approved or rejected. Right now I've mentioned approved, so it will be counting approved sales. Okay, copy and paste, because we do not have any date for the 5th, so it's not showing any result. If I'll add the date for the 5th, you'll get the result as well. Have you got any result? Yeah, you get the result. If I'll change the date here, 2nd of Feb, see, this is how it works. Apart from approve, you can write rejected as well. Okay, it will give you the total count of rejected sales. Because rejected are not mentioned, if you will copy and paste the date till the end, or you can select 2nd of Feb, you're not getting the result. I tell you why. B2C, because only B2C is showing rejected here and everywhere with the repeated transactions as well. No B2B is showing rejected. Okay, see how Countif work. So we're done with this as well. Let's delete this. Now I'll let you know how VLOOKUP work. Okay, you must have recognized that within this data there isn't ID mentioned here in the B column. It's mentioned here. So let's copy this and paste here. 1, 2, 3, and let's see, 256. The entries are ending at 256. So if I'll have to do it again and again, one by one, because my data is lasting till the row 256, just for the example, could be 10,000, could be 50,000 or 100,000, more than that, a little bit lesser than that. And if I'll do the copy and paste, I'll spend my entire day just doing this. So I'll be wasting my time. Is there any shortcut? Yeah, there is a shortcut. And the shortcut name is VLOOKUP, which is called the vertical lookup as well. So VLOOKUP, sorry. Okay, open the bracket. So what is asking you? Lookup value. What is the lookup value? Okay, I'm warning you there'll be an error because I'm doing this just to teach you. Okay, what lookup value here, and the lookup table array. You have selected name here. So what vertical lookup will be doing? Vertical lookup will be matching the name from here, and will be giving you the desired value you want. So how it works, actually, you have selected the name here and you'll do the same thing here. From here you'll start till the desired value. Actually, you'll take this selection till the desired value you want to get. So in our case it's 1, and then it's in the second column. So it's showing you a count as well. See, the count is here, second column, second row, second column, third row, second column. Okay, we have selected till the end. Now because we have selected 2 columns here, so comma 2 comma 0 for the perfect match. So in case if it is on the third column, in that case we would have selected, or we would have mentioned, instead of 2 we would have mentioned 3 here. Okay, now enter. So you get the value. Now you're supposed to copy this and paste here, and you're supposed to get the value. Why it's not coming? Because the range of the formula you have given here, which is here now, has been shifted here. Now to fix this, there is a very simple thing that you have to do is, you'll have to put the formula again, and I'll let you know how it works. Very simple. VLOOKUP, instead of selecting one name here actually, or giving this, just give the full range, the entire column. Okay, lookup value will be the entire column, comma, do the same thing here, select this agent name till the desired value actually that you want to get, comma, fix this by comma 2 comma 0 and close the bracket, enter. Copy this, go to the end. Okay, you can paste here, and you get the same value. Now what is the limitation of the VLOOKUP? One thing, while applying VLOOKUP, you can't go backward actually. You can only move forward. In case if this, instead of actually getting this value in front of the agent name, for example, if it is before agent name, you don't get this value. I'm mentioning again, VLOOKUP doesn't work backward. In case if you want to select, okay, here, comma, and just try apply this backward. I'm applying this backward. I'm not moving forward, I'm just moving backward, comma 2 comma 0. Let's see whether we get anything. No, we don't get anything. Okay, this is the limitation of the VLOOKUP. Actually, it will not work. There is one more thing that you'll have to make sure. I'll let you know what it is. VLOOKUP, comma, comma 2, comma 0, enter. Copy this, paste. Okay. In case if you will add any value between agent name and agent ID, see, we wanted to get agent ID, but it's appearing something else because if we have added this data in between agent ID and agent name, if we'll make that change, the same thing will be showing here as well. So to fix this, either you can select the entire column and then column C and then E Alt S V paste special, or you can do a right click and from here you can select paste special and then value, or we'll use the index with match function. We'll see why it's called the father of VLOOKUP. So let's start. I'm taking this actually value to the another sheet. Okay, here we have nothing. Now the value is in the another sheet, just to make it more simplify or avoid any confusion. So I'll start with index. Index, open the bracket. Now it's asking for array. Go to the value, go to the sheet where you want, where the values are. Actually here the values are. Select this because we want the ID. So select this at first, comma. Now we'll add the another formula, which is match. Open the bracket. It's asking you to look up value first. The lookup value will be the same thing, name here, comma. Because we have selected the name there, so we'll have to select the same thing here. In cell 2 the names are mentioned, or in the column A. So from the cell 2 till the end, control shift down arrow, select the value. Okay, then comma. So if we will put 1, it will be showing you value less than 1, 0 for the exact match, minus 1 for greater than 1. Okay, so 0 for the perfect match, double bracket because there are two formulas mentioned, and press enter. See, the values are here. If I'll take this to the backward, actually, let's see whether is there any change. Now if I'll add data between that, is there any change? No. And if I'll apply this formula backward, does it work? Let's see. Index, from the bracket, desired value, select that, comma, match, open the bracket, lookup value will be this, lookup array will be this, comma, 0, double bracket, enter. Oh, we get the same result. Whether I'll make any change in the data, whether I'll go backward or I'll go forward, like that doesn't make any change in this formula. So this is the reason this is called the father of VLOOKUP. This is a very, very powerful formula. So people, this is all for today. I hope you like the video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. I hardly need more subscribers, more likes and more suggestions from you people. Thank you very much for today.